hey, how you doing? How you doing? I got my wine right next to me. I am sipping on, what am I sipping on? Some cheap wine. I think Barefoot Moscato, Anyways, so I'm coming to you today. And I'm sure you all have heard about Jeezy and Jeannie and the divorce. Well, listen, today Jeannie dropped a bombshell. Before I continue on, please, guys, do not forget to like and subscribe. Um, if you want to hear me ramble on, if you want to hear me stumble over my words, if you want to hear me break down from time to time while bringing you pop news and pop culture, and you want to hear my 2 cents, my raggedy ass 2 cents, because sometimes I'm a mess. All right, I'm a hot mess. I have no filter sometimes. I'm a unique individual, and if you enjoy all that crap and you're a hot mess just like me, listen, just click to like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And my air fryer is done. Give me a second. Hold on. Yeah, my shit ain't done cooking. I'm making some papas. I don't even know how to say it. Papas rellenas. I picked it up from Trader Joe's. It is so good. It's like a potato ball filled with like ground meat. And I've discovered it at Trader Joe's. I'm gonna put some hot sauce on that. It is so good. It's a good snack. So try it whenever you go to Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is the truth, y'all. Anyway, so let's continue. Listen, Jeannie Mai dropped a bombshell today in court. As you know, her and Jeezy, it's so sad, they've only been married a couple of years and they're already headed for divorce. Have they been like 3 years? And they have, I believe, one daughter who's 2 years old, I believe. And I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised that they're headed down this road of divorce. Divorce now, that traditionally it's been said that divorce rate is 50%. I think it's higher now. And in the day and age we're living now, marriage is just not as sacred as it used to be. It is for some people, but I think for the majority of people, especially in this society, I don't know about other cultures or other countries, but here now in the United States, it's not as sacred. People are not taking it seriously. People, I feel like, are getting married on a whim. People are getting married for an aesthetic. And I still take marriage very seriously, which is why I don't think I can go through it again. I really don't think so. Like, again, I don't know how much, I don't remember how much I've shared in the past with you guys concerning my divorce. But for those people who are new here, I am divorced, and I think I got married relatively young. I'm 40 now. I've been divorced 2 years. I was married for 13 years, and I was with my ex for 20 years. So I was basically wifed up, for lack of better terms, from my late teen years to my late 30 years. And it was, let me tell you, divorce is not easy. Marriage is not easy. And divorce can get really nasty. When I saw that Jeannie Mai made allegations against Jeezy for being, I don't want to say the word, because you know how this algorithm be algorithming, but he was basically not being nice. I don't know if that's, he was not being nice. He abused her. And I'm not surprised at all. Not because of, that I think Jeezy is that way, but because when divorce happens, people will pull out all of the stops. So let me share my screen real quick. So the Jasmine brand reports, and so many other outlets reported that. Let me go back. Let me see the main. These are a whole bunch of texts. So Jeannie Mai alleged. Oh my God, where am I going? Listen, I'm a mess, y'all. I told y'all I'm a mess. Okay, let's see. So Jeannie Mai says that Jeezy was physically unkind to her. And then she supplied pictures. And I don't know if this is from the divorce proceedings or these are some kind of text messages. And I'm confused because she's showing that, she's saying, "Hey Papa, we missed you." This is from June 23rd, 2022. And they're calling each other babe. "Yeah, Papa, I missed you. Can the baby stay up?" And then she's showing him bruises, right? Now she alleged that these bruises are from him. So Jeezy shot back and said, "No, those are from a golf cart accident that they had. They must have had some kind of golf cart accident." And here you can see Jeezy is trying to disprove Jeannie's lies, and he showed his foot. Look at his. So I guess they both sustained injuries from a golf cart accident. That's what Jeezy says. Now, Jeannie is saying her bruises are from this year, she said. Okay, so let's read. The Jasmine brand exclusively reports new details surrounding the latest allegations between Jeannie Mai and her estranged husband, Jeezy. Today, Jeannie Mai submitted court documents claiming that Jeezy had physically her. She specifically alleges that there was an incident in which Jeezy pushed her down the stairs. That's serious. That is so, when I tell y'all that is serious, especially during divorce proceedings, the judge will pay attention to that. And I'm going to tell you what happened to me later after this. In the court docs, the TV host provided photos of her alleged injuries. However, Jeezy vehemently denies these allegations. The rapper and author says the specific incident that she is referring to is a complete lie. Court docs state that the injuries that Jeannie references are actually from a golf cart accident. Below are photos and text that illustrate how the injury, here we go, happened and the time frame in which it occurs. Jeezy also provides photos of the injuries that he allegedly suffered from the golf cart accident. Jeannie Mai alleges the incident took place in April. So this April, the text messages indicate a date of June, months after the alleged incident. So is she saying it took place April 2022 or this month? That I thought she meant this year, this month, because we're in April. But he says no, it's a couple of months later in June 2022. Full story on the Jasmine brand. I ain't going there. So what I don't understand is, all right, if these injuries, let's look at the picture. If these injuries are sustained during him, being not nice to her and pushing her down the stairs, why would she then be sending the pictures to him? Like, why would I send pictures to my attacker? So, babe, be done. What is this? Be done getting my hair cut. I have 45 to 50 minutes. Can Monaco stay up so I can tell her good night? So that's from Jeezy, because then she replies, "Yes, Papa, we miss you." And then she sends him pictures of, those are some pretty horrid bruises, but yeah, those are pretty bad. Wow. That to me is more consistent with, yes, like a golf cart accident rather than being pushed down the stairs. But anyways, so let's look at more pictures. Somebody wrote, "Babe, hi babe, we landed." Okay, I don't know who's who. Hi baby, we landed. And there's the golf cart. There is the alleged golf cart in question. That was June. And then more pictures. So who's sending who all these pictures? So Jeezy, if Jeezy supplied these pictures, so Jeezy is in green because he is, see, that must be an Android. I don't know much about Android. I'm an Apple girl. So I'm guessing the pale green is Jeezy and Jeannie is the one sending all the pictures. So here he texted her babe and she texted, "Hi baby, we just landed." And then she's sending more pictures and then sending pictures of Monaco, the baby. And here is the golf cart. And she writes, "Baby, I have a lot of dresses to wear this week." Eek. And Jeezy writes, "I'm so sorry, babe. Haven't forgiven myself for putting you in danger. I've been uneasy and sad about it." So I don't know what that means. Maybe was he being too rough driving the golf cart? Because if he was manhandling her, she would not be all baby, baby. I wouldn't be baby, baby, baby after someone, was not very nice to me physically. She writes back, "It was not intentional. It was an accident. But we do need to be more careful, especially when we're drinking, babe. I don't think you know your own strength when you drink." So this looks like they were drunk driving a golf cart and they got hurt. They got into an accident, which is dangerous. That's very dangerous. But put that aside. And maybe he was just, you don't know your own strength. I don't know what that part means. Strength as in just pushing the gas pedal too hard. Does a golf cart run on gas? Anybody? Anyone? Bueller? Or is it plugged in like the carts you ride at Target? You plug it in. Do you plug a golf cart in, or is it electric or gas powered or hybrid? I don't know. Let me know, y'all. Anyways, and then there's a voice memo. Let's hear the voice memo. And then so they look lovey-dovey. So Jeannie, we don't believe you. You need more people. You need more people, Jeannie. It's not looking good. And if you took this incident and submitted it to court, that is nasty, nasty work. And the judge will get you. Your credibility in court is shot during these divorce proceedings. I'll tell you right now. So here's another message. "It looks swollen, and how open was your foot? It looks like it might have needed stitches, but it is healing. Stop using the peroxide." Yes, you're not supposed to keep using. Listen, y'all, peroxide will keep. So as your cut is scabbing up, it's healing. If you keep using peroxide, it's going to remove the scab, dissolve the scab. Just an FYI. So Jeannie's right. Whoever that is, Jeannie, yeah. Get these two products. What are those? I can't, what's that, Liquid Band-Aid? I don't know. Have you had any other issues since, like headaches, loss of memory? So she thinks they got a concussion. But anyways, the point is, this is all in 2022 in June. And if she supplied these pictures from June 2022, again, to represent an injury from April 2022, her credibility shot. And here's his old foot. That shit is swollen. Wow, that looks terrible, Jeezy. Anyways, so then after that, Jeezy did release a statement on his page, on his Instagram. I did see it too. He wrote, "The allegations are not only false, but also deeply disturbing, especially coming from someone I loved. This malicious attempt to tarnish my character and disrupt my family is ridiculous. It's disheartening to witness the manipulation and deceit at play. And at this time, my main concern is being an active father to our daughter as I continue to fight for court-mandated joint custody. Rest assured, the truth will prevail through the proper legal channels." Listen, it's not looking good for Jeannie. That is foul, foul, foul. But let me tell y'all something. Listen, let me tell you something. All right, let's stop sharing this. So a similar thing happened to me. We were going through court proceedings. We were going through custody battle. I went through it all. Custody battle, asset division, 401k division, house, equity to be divided. The house had to be sold. When I tell y'all, I went through like 2 tumultuous years. Like, it was the worst thing ever. That's why I don't want to get married. I really don't. And if I do, listen, I'll share with you in a few minutes what has to happen. But I really have no desire to ever get married again. So now, and this is some of the things I've told you before. I'll share some things with you because a lot of times I hesitate to rehash things because I have PTSD from my marriage and the divorce, and I don't want to come on here and start bawling my eyes out and crying and stuff. But anyways, um, so during divorce, there are sets of rules, right, that you all have to, both parties have to follow. Right when the ball gets rolling and the lawyers are involved, and it's like there's like a ticking clock, like a timed clock for where things should happen. It varies from state to state, but you have to supply, financial affidavits. You have to go through everything. You have to get all your accounts. You are putting your whole life on display for the courts, your accounts, your statements, your debts, your 401ks, your pay stubs, your tax returns. Like, when I tell you, it is a nightmare. But fortunately for me, you know what? One thing about me, I am a meticulous records keeper. I keep meticulous records. And then towards the end of my marriage too, I was dealing with he was not very nice to me, and I resorted to recording everything. I had to, because when you're dealing with a narcissist and they try to gaslight you and try to call you a liar and all this, I just started when I tell you, I recorded everything with my camera. So my advice to anyone out there who's dealing with a narcissist, man or woman, it doesn't matter. There's female narcissists, there's male narcissists. My advice to y'all: keep meticulous records of everything and start recording. Don't say anything. Record. Record. So I went through 2 years, and actually during my divorce, he got it dismissed. When I thought it was going to be over, he caused it to get dismissed. When I tell you, I almost lost my mind. I nearly lost my mind. My judge said, not my judge, my lawyer said, don't worry, this will be over soon. And a few months later, my divorce was granted, but that's a whole other story. It was a hot mess. So in the interim, I was waiting for to get back into the courts to get the divorce finally granted. Basically, when it's dismissed, the case is over. Like, you have to refile and pick back up where you left off. So you have certain protections during divorce. You can ask the judge to ask your other spouse to vacate the house, even though you guys both own it. You can ask the judge for an order, especially if the person is being violent. So I had that in place because he was a nightmare, and they have to stay away, and it's like a protective order as well. So when it got dropped, it was like I had no protection. So when I tell you, this dude barged in the house, right? And this was I remember a few months right before the second court date, barged into the house and knocked me down. Like, the door pushed into me. He was like a linebacker, knocked me down, and I nearly broke my arm. Nearly broke my arm. And I'm trying to not. Trying to not. This is why I hate talking about this. I still. My arm was so swollen and sprained. I had to go get x-rays. It was sprained. Luckily, my wrist wasn't broken. I use a lot of my hands. I use my hands a lot at work. I'm at a scope. I told you guys I'm a scientist, so I'm always looking under a microscope. I remember crying at work. I was in such pain. I had to wear a cast. And my lawyer, she said, "Why didn't you call the police?" And there was many times I could have, and I just didn't. I was thinking about my kids. I just didn't want any more attention in my neighborhood. I just I just didn't want any attention. I wanted it to be over. I was so angry because I'm like, I'm still in this. I had a divorce date. I thought I was going to be free, and I still was technically married, and he could come in the house because I had no orders protecting me. So I just went to the doctor. I kept all the documents from my visit. My lawyer was so angry, but she said, "Don't worry about it." Um, and so, but you know what? I used that. I used it during the divorce, the final court proceedings. I used that. He was in contempt. He had like 5 or 6 actions of contempt. And contempt is when the judge makes an order and you don't follow it. This could be in any court proceeding. If you don't follow it and you're just being insubordinate and not following the court rules, you're in contempt. When you are in contempt, you will be punished. When the time comes, you will be punished. So when our final court date came up, the judge considered all of these things. He considered my injury, considered all of the actions of contempt filed on him throughout the divorce proceeding, and he made him pay dearly. He was very angry, but that's what happens during divorce. Like, this is what people do. They will just, and he was caught in many lies, my ex, during the divorce too. Caught in many lies. So he had to pay me back for a lot, and he's angry. But that's the thing. If you don't cross your T's and dot your I's in divorce, you are, listen, that'll be the biggest L you will take. That'll be the biggest L. And it will force the judge also to grant you, to rule in your favor. If you have all your shit together, the judge will rule in your favor. And the other party, when they're shown to be, obnoxious, when they're shown to be abusive, if they're shown to lie and to be in contempt, the judge, they don't like that shit. They really don't. So what Jeannie is doing right now, I'm telling you right now, take it from me. I'm telling you, if it's found that she lied, she's in hot water. And now Jeezy is the one looking like an angel. Look at his statement. I'm just focused on my daughter right now. What else he says? I'm hurt by someone I used to love. I just want this to be peaceful. He's focused on the child. And that's what the courts want. They want you to be focused on the child. This can actually cause Jeannie not to lose custody, but they can rule Jeezy as basically primary. They can. They very much can do so. Because it's looking like she's lying. And I think recently, something about Jeannie, and there was something about Jeannie and the prenup or something. I don't know. But what I've seen so far, Jeannie's not looking like the best person. She's not. She's really not. I'm trying to remember what else. Oh no, I think she went back and she said, "Oh, I didn't look at the prenup," or something like that. She just looked scatterbrained. You need to present your case in divorce like you've got it all together, like you know what you're doing, you understand what's going on, you have all your documentation together, and you are trying to work for the betterment of the child or children involved. If you're trying to play petty games, It's not a good look. That's all I could say. Jeezy is one up. One up. And did Jeannie not remember that he still might have those text messages? This is so stupid. Like, she's not thinking. I don't know who her lawyers are, but if I were her attorney, I would have said, okay, does anyone, you or Jeezy, have pictures, videos, anything that can back your claims up or basically deny your claims? Like, didn't her attorney listen, my attorney was asking me all questions. First with the recordings that I had, she had to make sure, you have to make sure you're in a 2-party consent state or 1-party. And she took my videos, she accepted them. But she asked questions, she reviewed it, and she says, okay, these are valid. Like, Jeannie's lawyers, who are they? What are they doing? Who's advising her? Like, if you're going to tarnish someone's image, right? You got to make sure that the information you're putting out there, the information you're using is like, no one can go back and say, nope, this is a lie. Unless Jeezy tampered with it. And I don't think so. Because he would be stupid to tamper. Like, these people have money. This is a high profile case. People will go and fucking do forensics and shit. So I don't know what Jeannie was thinking. It's not a good look. This shit is gonna drag on. Listen, when I tell you been there, done that, and I don't even have close to 1% of the money they do. Seriously. And what's sad is, I know she wants to keep her baby. Maybe she doesn't want joint custody. But listen, you chose to have a child with this man. Now you don't want him to have her part-time. Well, maybe because she wants to collect or maximize her child support. Jeannie got money. Make no mistake, she got money. I don't understand. Listen, I'm not those type of women. I don't get child support now. That's why I be busting my ass working. I'm not money hungry. All I would ask is that the other party, that they equally share in the responsibilities of the children. That's it. That's all I care about. So what is this? I can't stand this push and pull with primary custody and or 50% custody, all because of what? Because of you want to maximize your child support. It makes no sense. First of all, child support, that's for the children. I would never, ever try to live off my children's money. You get money from the other spouse or parent, that's for the children. Because these kids are fucking expensive. When I tell you, I would, listen, every penny I throw towards the children. I could take care of myself. It's for these children. So these I don't understand with these celebrities and child support and just trying to maximize it. It doesn't make sense to me. And that's why a lot of men get so pissed. I mean, I kind of get it, but I don't like when men, let me get some of my, hold on, let me get a sip of my wine. Ooh, yeah, so I don't know, y'all. I don't know. This is not a good look. Jeannie, don't do that. You're going down the wrong road. When I tell you, I've been there, I've seen shit, I've dealt with shit. These judges are not playing. The judge literally almost locked my ex up for his antics. They nearly locked him up. They will scream and yell at you and cuss you out, especially if you agitate them and start lying. They're not playing. A judge could be like, fuck it. You know what? Give the baby primary custody to Jeezy. They can do it. They can do it. Let me know what you guys think. Who's been through divorce? Who's suffered, through marital constraints? I want to know, are you close to divorce? Are you thinking about it? Are you going through it now? Are you on the other side of it like I am? Let's have a conversation. What do you think about what Jeannie's doing? Do y'all believe Jeannie or you believe Jeezy? I'm more inclined, I don't know, to believe Jeezy. I don't know. But we'll see from what he's presented. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you guys, if I ever get married again, listen, it would only be for economic reasons. Like, it's a contract, it's a business, literally, literally. Yeah, love, you could love them. Yeah, but love is not enough, y'all. Love is not enough. I would have every legal instrument possible involved. I'm having prenups. I'm having a hold harmless. I'm having affidavits. I'm having I'm having like a what do you call that? Oh man, I forgot what it's called. I'm having addendums. Shit. I'm having fucking gift receipts. Listen, if I ever date someone now and he wants to give me a gift, I'm going to request that he signs a release. I'm having releases left and right. And it may not be romantic. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm still traumatized from I have to sneeze. Bless me. I may be traumatized from my previous marriage, but this is now that I see what can happen. Listen, people will love you until they hate you. And when they hate you, oh, the guns come out. I'm telling you. It's scorched earth in court. Because I never thought in a million years, never. People's hearts can literally turn. And I just don't know. You know what? I don't know how. Listen, when I tell you my ex-husband hates me, and I'm I'm angry at times, but I don't hate him. I really don't. And God is working on me still. I don't hate him. And when I tell y'all, I told you guys what he put me through, you guys don't know me, you don't know him, you would hate him on my behalf. But I don't. There's no point, because the hate can eat you up. And I've been there. I've had intense hatred in my heart. Hate can eat you alive. It is poisonous. It truly is. And I'm just happy that I'm at a point in my life where I don't get angry like I used to. Not really. I don't have outbursts like I used. I used to be a very angry person sometimes, because I often felt misunderstood by people. I really don't. I don't have space for that in my heart anymore, unless I'm PMSing, but that's another story. I don't. Um, all I can do now is just counter everything with indifference or with love. That's it. Like, if something happened, he wouldn't probably want to see me there, but if he needed someone there, I would be there. If something like grim happened, and if he didn't try to like attack me, I would be there. And you know what? That's God's it's God's love developing in me, I guess. Um yeah, it's God's love. That's how God would want it. Um I ask the Holy Spirit every day to walk with me and to not make any room for any hatred in my heart, in my mind. So that's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at. I'm sorry, this turned because I just hate the divorce talk. It really can do a number on people's lives. And if you're not praying, if like, have you guys not seen stories of, in the middle of a divorce and the spouse just offs the other spouse all over money? It's stressful. Go look at all these stories, especially with these like millionaires. You ever see all that? Like, it's insane. It's insane because honestly, biblically speaking, spiritually speaking, it's a breaking of a covenant. It's a breaking of a covenant, and it is basically like the devil's wishes being realized. So it's a very evil time. There's a lot of evil energy during divorce. There is. Um, it's a lot of spiritual attacks during divorce. So if you're not steadfast in prayer and you're not standing tall in prayer, you will be broken. You will be broken. So you got to stay prayed up during divorce. Anybody who's out there, I'm telling you, stay prayed up. My divorce was canceled, not by me. It was canceled the first time it was supposed to be dismissed. When I tell you, I was so broken. I felt stuck. Oh, man. Anyways, I'm just glad I'm not where I used to be. I say that all the time. Thank you, God. I'm not where I used to be. Ooh, Lord. And God is repaying me. Everything that was lost will be restored. Those are the words. I don't know. This is just coming to me now. I'm off the top of my head. Everything lost will be restored. He will exchange beauty for ashes. I'm telling you guys, I used to repeat that to myself. So I don't know. Jeannie and Jeezy are in my prayers. It's not easy. Even though they're celebrities, they're still human. It's not easy. All right. Let me know what you guys think. That's enough. Be well, y'all. Stay safe.